Have you ever wondered what your name says about you? My name is Elisabeth, and in this episode I want to take you with me into the story behind it, and into an old legend about roses, bread, and secret generosity. Because names are more than just letters. They carry energy, memory, and essence. Welcome to Elisabeth's Universe, the space where we explore the deep, raw, and magical journey of self-discovery and conscious living. I'm Elisabeth, a yoga and relaxation instructor, hypnosis and energy coach, card reader, vegan nutritionist, and lifelong seeker of wisdom through nature, culture, and spirit. Here, we dive into the interconnectedness of heart, mind, body, and soul through healing practices, introspection, and the mirrors we find in relationships, patterns, and the world around us. If you've ever felt like you don't quite fit into one box, if you're drawn to deep conversations about growth, intuition, transformation, then you're in the right place. Let's journey together through the uncomfortable, the beautiful, and everything in between. I invite and welcome you with open arms and an open heart and mind into my universe. Names are more than just letters. You can look at this from different angles. Historical figures, often saints, and their biographies, the origin and meaning of a name, and even through numerology, which can offer us profound insights. I've met many people whose character aligned beautifully with the meaning of their name once I looked it up and got to know them. Numerology, by the way, is what I lovingly call the magic of numbers. Every letter is assigned a number from 1 to 9, and their total forms a sum with its own vibration, message, strength, and challenges. In the German-speaking world and in Hungary, I've rarely met people around my age who share my name. It's mostly found in older generations. But I've always liked my name. Maybe because it's not very common, maybe because I've always intuitively felt its deeper meaning and resonated with it. Elisabeth is the Greek version of the Hebrew name Elisheva. It's composed of the theophoric element El, meaning God, and the noun Shiva, meaning fortune, wholeness, or abundance of blessing. The I in the middle is likely just a connecting vowel, not a personal suffix. So the name means my God is fortune, wholeness, abundance. Even though I no longer belong to the Christian religion, I deeply resonate with the energy of wholeness and abundance, and like there's a bigger power. A few years ago, I stopped introducing myself with nicknames, like abbreviations of my name, in private settings and insisted on using my full name, Elisabeth. Because why would I voluntarily cut something off from the wholeness and fullness I carry and my name carries? Of course, my family still calls me by my nickname, and I try to change that, but it didn't stick. So I've made peace with that. But if someone new meets me today and they're too lazy to pronounce my oh so long name and try to shorten it, I simply decline. I'm fine with nicknames that have nothing to do with my name, but I'm not okay with making my name shorter than it is. This shift from my nickname to my actual name grew stronger when I reconnected with my why, my big why on a soul level. My dear soul friend and soul sister and client Bianca Fritz helped me shape it with me. It goes like this. I support people to let go of their fear of their own greatness so they can finally shine. And in that moment, I knew I want to step into my fullness, my greatness, because fullness has a different frequency, and my full name, Elisabeth, carries exactly that frequency. I would also love to share with you the story of a woman who continues to move me deeply every time I think of her. It's Elisabeth of Hungary, or Elisabeth of Thüringen. Today is actually her birthday, July the 7th. And in this year, when I'm recording this episode, 2025, it also happens to be my lunar birthday. The date of your lunar birthday shifts every year because it's based on the lunar calendar, not the solar calendar. And as many of you know me from my moon meditations I offered on YouTube, on my German YouTube channel, and my moon rituals, and my love for nature, nature rhythms, nature rituals, this timing is no coincidence. It's just perfect. So Elisabeth of Hungary, or Elisabeth of Thuringia, she was born on July the 7th in 12,007 and passed away during the night of November 16th to 17th in the year of 12,031. There are so many sevens in her life and in her dates, and also 31 at the end of her year when she passed away, just like in my own birth date. So not only that, but she's also connected to both Hungary and Germany, like me. But that's something I'll tell you more about in another episode because it shaped my sense of belonging in profound ways. She was famous for her charity, humility, and deep devotion. She was criticized, but that didn't stop her from helping others. What truly touches me is how deeply she dedicated herself to others during her short life. Despite her noble status, she lived with humility and compassion and spent her years in service to those in need. There's also another Elisabeth, Elisabeth of Portugal, who lived from January the 4th, 12,071 to July 4th, 13,036. And while it's not entirely clear, as is often the case when it comes to ancient texts and translations and stories passed down through the ages from mouth to mouth, or even just pieces of paper, who the original rose miracle belongs to, it honestly doesn't matter to me because both of them were Elisabeth, and for me, it's about the essence of the story. So let me share the story of the miracle of the roses. Elisabeth wanted to bring bread to the poor, but she wasn't allowed to help them. She did anyway, in secret, but one day she was caught. And as she was asked to reveal what she was hiding beneath her cloak in her basket, the miracle happened. The bread in her basket turned into roses. This is the miracle of the roses connected to Elisabeth. This legend isn't just about generosity and kindness. It reflects her deep faith and unshakable trust that everything will be okay. And I share this trust. Not necessarily in any institution, but in my path, in my soul, in the energy that surrounds and flows through all of us in the universe. Even when I don't understand why something happens, even when it hurts, or when things don't go my way, I remind myself and take a deep breath. It is just a phase. I can't see the full picture yet. I allow myself to trust even if I don't yet understand, even if I don't like this now. Sure, I question things. I mean, who doesn't? But I always come back to this anchor. The rose miracle touches me deeply. Not only because I love roses. Roses are beautiful. They have fragrance, variety, and color. They don't compare themselves to other flowers, just like any flower, you know? Flowers don't think about, oh, she's prettier or he's prettier than me. Now I need to bloom in a more beautiful way. No, flowers don't think like that. And what I also love about roses, they have thorns. To me, they are the perfect representation of yin and yang in a floral form. What moves me so deeply about the rose miracle and Elisabeth as a soul, both of them, all of them, I believe that love, like the spiritual love, the soul love, the universal love, is the greatest force we have. Love and kindness carry me. When I'm connected to my heart, to my soul, to the truest core of who I am, then I can move others. And I often think, how hard can it be to be a little kind? The smile you bring to someone's face through a genuine compliment, a small selfless act, it's everything. When someone shares their joy with me, I often feel double the joy, because how beautiful is it that someone wants to share their happiness with me? A friend once told me, I love sharing things with you because you're so genuinely happy for me that it multiplies my joy. And it was really so touching to hear that. It made me even happier. I know it's not always easy for people to be kind. There's a German saying that the sun is shining out of someone's butt, which means like having the life easy and being happy, so everything is fine, kind of that attitude. And I want to rephrase that a little bit with our roses. It's not like roses are blooming out of my butt 24/7. So I am highly sensitive and empathetic and energetically aware. And yes, I'm human. So I feel emotional pain deeply, but that never stops me from choosing kindness. It's not I haven't been through hard times or I'm not suffering emotionally or mentally with things that touch me very deeply or old wounds that haven't healed yet, because I'm human too, you know? So I always want to choose respect and kindness because no one is responsible for how I feel and what I'm going through. No one deserves to carry my projections. I want to share my warm, radiant heart and energy with you and with the world. I wish you, from the bottom of my soul, all the best for your own unfolding, your soul's journey, your path through life. May you feel warmth, especially when life gets hard, and may you offer warmth to yourself, as if you were your own dearest friend. Of course, that's not always easy. And it's a process, but I wish that you will become closer with yourself and befriend yourself step by step. I send you an energetic basket of bread filled with the wish that you are nourished on energy level and a bouquet of roses to remind you of the yin and yang within you and in the universe. If this episode moved you, I'm very happy if you share it with someone you care for, and please feel free to connect with me on my other platforms and give this podcast a review full of roses. All the best wishes for you, sending lots of love and kindness. May you walk your path with trust, embrace all that you are with kindness and compassion, and let your true self shine in your own unique way. Until next time, take care, stay connected, and keep growing.